state, who quite very nefesh, you shouldn't take quite for nefesh, a pigeon, a ransom. You shouldn't take that. One who's within the quarter, someone has to, who was the Refuge. So the Seder is, he has to go here to Arei Miklat. So, in other words, you shouldn't patter him by making a pigeon according to Nefesh, what he's worth, and he should give that as a question Nefesh, and he shouldn't have to go. He can't do that. He must go to Arei Miklat at Mois HaKohen until the Kohen. The Alma Seder is that Refuge has to stay in Arei Miklat until the Kohen Gadol gets elected. The Seder teaches very, very, very geschmack here. In Mishnah in Ovis, Chananyah Sgan HaKohanim says the heaven is called V'Shalom Shamalchus. What's the Pshat Sgan HaKohanim? Allah Shiratin. We know that whenever there's an important, very important position, and the position cannot be vacant for any amount of time, there's always a vice, a scan. Vice President always, here's Sgan HaKohanim. Why is there many Kohanim, Sgan Kohanim? Because in the time of Chananyah, Sgan HaKohanim, the time is run by Sheni, when it was under the rule of the Romans, and by them, they would always, it wasn't a Kohen Gadol, there was a Gadol Ador, was that tremendous Talmud Chacham, Shamayim, that he was royal and muksher to the position. They used to bribe, well, because they wanted, because they realized the power and the influence of the Kohen Gadol. So they wanted him to be subordinate. He should be nichna to the government. So they wouldn't appoint a Chananyah or something like that. They would appoint as a Kohen Gadol. They would appoint a Kohen Gadol who would listen to them. Someone who wanted to use the office for other needs. He wanted to, as I said, Kohen Gadol, they used it out for many other things. So he would pay to get the shelter. He paid to get the shelter, and he was not Noy Kohen. He was going to Kohen Gadol. He did other things he was not to do. So they were never, these so-called Kohanim Gedolim were never Marach Yomim. So after they would, when they would die, and Chananyah was doing his reign, doing his Sufit, so they didn't appoint him because they knew that he wouldn't do what they wanted to do. He would do what the Torah demands. So he was the scan for many of these Kohanim Gedolim that were not Noy Kohen. So the translation is like you said. The Seder is that when the Kohen Gadol gets avek, he dies. So those Rotskin B'Shoigeg, they go out of Arei Miklat. So at that time, in that Kufa, when there were these kind of Kohanim Gedolim B'Shoigeg, they were not Noy Kohen. So when they would die, so we would think that okay, he held the position of Kohen Gadol, so now the Refuge will go out. So the contract, so that's what the Torah tells us. Don't take Azasa a Kohen Nevish Azasa Kohen Gadol. That's not this. He can't be yet because he has to stay. He has to say in Arei Miklat, Lo Shil Vashel Voris, remain there as Meis HaKohen until a member Kohen, not a Kohen of your opponent there, as a Roshi Merushi. To that, the Chasam Sofer I had a very geschmack shot mentioned yesterday Baal HaMaor. The Baal HaMaor says, why is it that the going out, going out of Arei Miklat, why is it totally Mitzvah Kohen Gadol? Because the reason that the one of the main reasons that the Refuge goes to Arei Miklat, because going with Golus, is also because to save his life, that in the next of kin, the Kohen Adam is burning with Nekoma, with revenge, so to save his life, so he should be safe in Arei Miklat. Oh, so that tragedy, that unglück bothers him till a certain point, till when there's nothing that overshadows that particular sorrow. But when it comes a Kohen Gadol, the Gadol Ador, instead of finches, darkness descends in midday, a Kohen Gadol leaves this world, so it puts into the shadow his own personal availance, his own personal tragedy, so he doesn't even think about being like him in his car, that his car was killed. So therefore he said, but that's only if the Kohen Gadol was lost to Zainen. But as that's a Kohen Gadol, that was a Russian Merushi, who's going to cry over him? Kosher, has to be another kosher.